Hello. It's the next day. Not really. It's the same day as I filmed those videos, but I woke up after going to bed. I'm still very tired, so this video is probably not gonna be the best. But I wanted to talk about the experience of self-denial. And so right now I don't feel the presence of any altars. I'm not hearing voices, and I've been up for like maybe an hour, so it's like maybe give it some time. But I wanted to talk about how, at least in my case, this is what I meant to say, where everything just feels like how it always was and is. So, and I was reflecting on the experiences I had earlier about being multiple and the symptoms I was experiencing and how they felt so real in the moment, but as I'm assuming amnesia, well, it's amnesia, that's one of the things I know for sure. My memories and my lack of retaining them is because of amnesia. So, sorry again, my dog. So once the symptom, after like a day passes, or even just this happened last night, let's say like between the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. because that's when my shift was. Between those hours, I'm sorry, my dog is gonna. What are you doing? So between those hours, of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m., I had felt, and I don't even necessarily remember what I felt. I remember hearing voices, and I think that was the prevalence of that night. It felt so real in that moment, but now that I'm out of that moment, it feels so distant. And I wonder if this is what emotional amnesia is, because I don't feel connected to that. It feels like it's escaping me, and I don't feel as connected to it anymore. So the amnesia is setting in, and I will soon forget this in clear detail as it happened now. And it doesn't feel like it happened to me. Like I think I'm the same person who now I'm reflecting, I'm like, do I really feel like the person who experienced those feelings last night? Let's, for simplicity, say that I am, for the most part. I feel anxiety right now. I don't know if that's my anxiety or not. But the whole self-denial thing is, once you don't experience, or you're not actively experiencing symptomology, it feels like when you were, I should say when I was making it up. I was misinterpreting things. Maybe when I heard snoring, I was hearing an hallucination. It's very easy to rewrite history in the mindset that I'm in now when self-denial sets in. And I think that's all I'm really trying to say, that when I'm not actively experiencing these symptoms, like when that altar fronted, I knew for a fact that was what I was experiencing, but now it's like I don't feel connected to that anymore. And I don't feel connected to it anymore, so it's hard for me to like hold that same volition of, this is happening to me. I have OSDD, I am multiple, I am not making this up. I don't have that same oomph. And I feel, and I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. I like close my eyes. Maybe it's because it's forced, or maybe because I'm trying too hard. But what I'm trying to say is I'm really trying to hear those voices, feel that presence, but I can't. So it's out of my control. But the reason I want to feel it is because I think I want the validation. I want to not feel crazy. Because right now I know that's a bad word, and I'm sorry. But right now I feel, like I said earlier, like this insane, and if I live in it for too long, it will drive me to go, not literally insane, because that does kind of happen to me, but it will drive me cuckoo. So yeah, again, that's me touching my nose. I know it's a gross habit. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry for you having to watch this. It's not proper etiquette. But yeah, when I'm not actively experiencing those emotions, all the self-denial creeps in. I tell myself I'm making it up. I'm telling myself, and I know the whole point of being a host is, especially in the early stages, which is what I meant, the whole point of these videos are to document the early stages of finding out if not you're multiple. So I know that the whole point of being a host is you're not supposed to know. So when I am fronting, for the most part, I am supposed to feel like a single. I know this. But when I'm actively feeling it, it feels like, yeah, that's for people who are multiple, though. For you right now, you're just making all those other stuff up. So yeah, I just woke up, like I said, and really trying to connect to my alters. I think I need to take the mindset, at least for now, that I do have it. Because I know the beginning stages of trying to communicate with your alters is to accept and create a welcoming environment. But on the flip side, it's hard for me to do that because of the self-denial. Because it's the same thing, but when I was questioning my gender, I was wondering, like, what's, okay, if I'm not a trans, excuse me, not in this household. Hey, what's wrong? There's nothing there, Igor. Come here. So, when I was questioning being a okay, you're gone. When I was questioning being a trans man, I remember in the early stages, I was like, what's wrong with, like, questioning, and then, yeah, I was just a girl all along. Like, why is that such a bad thing? Why is that discovery process such a bad thing? So I think that's why I'm doing this. I want to destigmatize the potentially just self-discovery. Like, this is just, I'm not trying to self-diagnose. I'm not trying to claim something I'm not. I'm just doing the process of self-discovery, and I think everyone, including myself, is entitled to that. So that is why I'm making these videos also. I don't remember what the thought was before I went on this tangent, but this video is just about self-denial and actively feeling like, that's what I was saying. Even though I know being a host, you're not supposed to know you have a system, especially in the beginning stages, right? I feel like that's not me. Me is me just making this up. And as I was saying, I need to claim, at least for now, to be open-minded. I need to be open-minded to the fact that I could have OSDD 1B. So, yeah, I think an important step that I'm gonna take, and others along this journey, is just being okay with accepting the fact, or being okay with accepting the fact that you do or you don't, and just allowing yourself the opportunity to discover. It's a learning process. Whatever The symptoms I'm experiencing are real. Whatever they are, it's some. I know that much. So I'm allowed to figure that out. I'm entitled for my own self well-being to go through the process of figuring this out. And that's all I want to do. And I'm telling that to myself, and I'm telling that to people watching this, that it's okay to not know, and it's okay to battle with the denial, because it's just a learning process. It's just self-discovery. It's nothing more. I think that's all I'm gonna say. Okay.